Okay, hi. So today I'm going to do a mostly yoga, kind of my morning routine, just to get my blood flowing, get my body moving, and so it's nothing too vigorous. Everybody should be able to do this. If you have trouble being on your knees, the option is to be on your back and just do the movement as a knee tuck instead of like a child's pose like I am right now. So we're just gonna start out on our backs. Just like if you woke up and you do a big full body stretch, fingertips to toes, and then exhale and tuck your knee into your chest. We'll start with the right knee. I'll try to remember where I started. And just nice squeezy tuck, knee towards the chest. Let your chin nod up and down a few times to let your neck relax. And then relax that leg and switch to the other knee. All the way in as the right leg extends away from you, you tuck your left knee in really close. And exhale and squeeze it toward your chest. If that hurts your knee, just hold on underneath and pull to your chest without flexing so much. And then relax and stretch that guy out. Do a full body stretch, fingers to toes. Bring one knee and then the other into your chest so you can tuck both knees in. And while we're just doing a little tuck and release, I'm going to tell you why this is so important. I feel like in every routine that I do, I try to organize the spine. So you go from flexing your spine, rounding and tucking your tail up, to extending a neutral spine, and then sometimes a back bend would be more of a extending the spine. So we'll play with all those moves. Do a nice little knee tuck, and now circles with your knees. Let them roll in one direction about 5 times. Exhale as the knees come close to you, and inhale as they're away from you. Now reverse it. Exhale and inhale. Try to let your neck be as relaxed as possible, and especially your shoulders. Don't get shruggy by just doing these tucks. This is meant to be relaxing and just wake up your body. Now with your left foot going down again, let's take this right knee and extend as best you can for a hamstring stretch. If you can't go all the way straight, that's fine. Just do the best you can. Point and flex a few times with that foot. And then as you're pointing the toe, extend your left leg away and pull the leg just a little closer if you can. Belly button in a little as you roll your forehead up, and just give a little bonus stretch there. And then relax the knee, take it across your body, turn your head the opposite direction. And you can give a little pressure if you like, just exhale. This is usually the big favorite, twisting in the waist. Back to the center now. Slide that right leg away and bring your left knee into your chest. Hug it nice and tight. And extend. Long leg. Try to keep your tail down as you extend the leg up. So there's an oppositional hip down, booty cheek down. Leg straight as you can go. Flex and point. Try to keep breathing as naturally as possible. And then let's just roll up a bit. Forehead toward the knee, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then come down, soft knee, take it across your body, turn your head opposite. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Relax your neck, but do turn your head to look at this back hand so you get that gentle neck stretch. And then back to center, belly in as you move from position to position to help keep you safe. Now, if you don't have knee issues, we're gonna go over onto our hands and knees. But for those of you that don't wanna be on your knees, the pelvic tuck and then tail down is basically what we're gonna do, but we're doing it on our knees in a cat stretch. So I'm gonna come up to my knees. Wiggle a few times. Try to be hands directly under your armpits and knees under your hip sockets. Now you see my feet, they could be flat or they could be tilted. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I want you to scoop your belly and relax your feet, whichever position you like best. This is your cat stretch. And then when you reverse it, I call this a cat lift. A lot of people call it the cow stretch because they're letting go a little bit in the middle. Try not to let your belly just sag. Just keep sucking in, but arch your back a little bit. That's extending. So scooping, curling up, and then lifting head and tail in opposite directions. One more time. Scoop and round your spine. Exhale all the way. Lift the head and tail. Inhale all the way. This time as you scoop, let your toes tuck, and let's come up into a down dog. Gently sink back into your heels, and just do a few little pedaling motions. So you want your head as relaxed as possible. A little pressure in the fingertips. The pads of your fingers will help your wrists if they're hurting a lot. Then let's try to sink those heels down as best you can. Chest toward the thighs. And then bring your knees over the mat. Gently place them down. See how my toes are? Keep them flexed. And let's sit back and stretch the feet. This is hard for me because I had so many ankle issues. But what I do is I sit back as far as I can, almost up into a warrior pose, and stretch my feet by sinking my weight into them. Then to stretch the feet the other way, move up a little bit. I let them be all the way down, lean back, press my feet into the mat, and lift my thighs. Just to stretch the front of my ankles and feet. You can do that a little bit if you like. If your feet are super sensitive, it will take some getting used to. Just moving you into what I call mermaid stretch. So I always like to get organized a little bit. Let your booty cheeks sit down as evenly as possible. And if you're super tight in that hip, you're gonna have to roll it up and down a few times. So breathing as naturally as possible. And then sit that cheek down. Inhale, big deep breath. Dive over. Allow yourself to just go into that elbow. And lengthen into your fingertips, but not such that you're shrugging into your neck. Breathe in as you come up again, and exhale as you dive the other way. Just allow your wrists to kind of stretch too. And then scoop your belly button in and round forward. Stack your bones, one vertebra at a time, all the way up until you're nice and straight. And we'll switch sides. Generally, I'll do 3 to each side before I switch. But for the sake of time, I'm just gonna glide you through this. Inhale, go tall as you can. Dive over, letting your elbow rest into the mat so that you're controlling that motion. I'm not flashing you. Nice big breath. Inhale, tall, tall, tall. Dive over, scoop your abdominals in, and then hang out for a second. Stretch your wrists. Pull the navel to your spine as you round forward. Hang out in that stretch for a moment if you can, and then roll your bones. Stack them up one vertebra at a time until you're right in the center. All right, let's go back to laying down. Tuck the belly in, roll your spine, and then tuck both knees to your chest again. So all of my clients know what's coming. Do some knee circles that are wider this time, so let me angle you this way so you can see me. I'm going around this way. And I usually do about 5 or 10, and then I reverse it. Because this feels really good to my hips, and it also relaxes your back because you're moving from sort of a neutral spine to a tuck. And then the big fun is to go with hands to the outsides of your feet and then open into what we call the happy baby. So looks pretty weird and crazy, but it is one of the best stretches for your hips and your back. I always feel my hamstrings a little here. I'm rocking side to side. It's a great stretch for your inner thighs and groin. While I was training for my triathlon, I could not wait to do a happy baby stretch, especially after being on the bike or after a long run. So this is probably something I do every day, and my whole family's like, what are you doing? But TV time, evening time, you will always find me stretching on the floor. Let both feet down, but one at a time, so you don't just flop your feet down, which puts a lot of pressure in your lower back. We're going to do a few pelvic tilts in case you didn't already. Exhale as you lift. Squeeze your bum super tight, and try to feel that power, the front of your body and the back side of your body working together. So you're squeezing your booty, but you're also drawing your navel in and down. And then watch out where the neck and shoulders are. And let's go bone by bone, tuck under. Try to let your tail hit last. And just at the base, release. Inhale, sink your belly, tilt your booty up, squeeze, 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 and your gluteus maximus if you want the real words. And then pause here. Let your feet be as relaxed as possible. But I want you to feel a little bit of pull, like you're pulling your heels toward you and your knees push away from you a bit. Then we'll go back down, bone by bone, tuck, tuck, tuck. Remember, this is warming up for the day. This isn't a workout. This is a movement therapy trying to get your blood flowing. So we're not going to be super aggressive. Tomorrow, we make a video of the Pilates mat work, and that will be a lot more of workout. So just let your body relax, let your neck and shoulders relax, and notice I'm rocking my knees side to side. Let me turn so you can see that. Is that okay? So I'm just rocking my knees gently side to side. This is to allow your back to relax into the mat and to feel when you come to center that you're evenly weighted in both hips. Take one more nice big long body stretch, fingertips to toes. And then with your navel to spine, roll on over onto your belly. I'm gonna get back on my mat here. So whenever I bring you over onto your abdomen, I want you to sort of relax down into the mat. Try to just rock your hips side to side. Put my hair all the way. So rest your hands and rock your hips side to side and just let your neck relax. Because I've had a lot of neck issues, I try to always remember to lay my head one direction, and then when I come back down the next time, I turn it the other way and rest it this direction. So what I want you to do is bring yourself to your elbows, and as you do that, pull your navel up away from the mat. And just relax your neck and shoulders, and let one heel reach toward the butt. 2 little kicks, 1, 2, and down. The whole time, I'm pulling my navel up away from the mat. Now, I like to do one flex, 1 point, and release, because it allows me to release my foot on the way down. Hold on, I'm getting a weird message, so it's telling me I have low battery. Okay, so we will finish up since I have low battery, and the way I love to finish, I think most people love child's pose, so we're gonna do child's pose, which I'm almost in right now. You could easily do this knees together or knees apart, whatever feels best to you, but try to drop back into your feet and let your forehead rest, either on the backs of your hands or on your mat. Turn back this way. I almost always try to get there and then relax as much as possible. And I hope that you guys will stretch with me. I'll talk to you later.